1 second. Alright, there we go. Everything is working now. I don't know what happened. Maybe it updated or something. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a brilliant week so far. Wishing you all the best, and a huge thank you to everyone that does tune in and listens to what's going on with the campaign series. What's going on? So, just a quick reminder, the 2.03/2.04 update for JTCS, the John Taylor campaign series from Matrix Games, will be released September 18th now. There was some scheduling problems to get us in earlier, so that has changed. On the bright side, that does mean there are going to be some additional scenarios that I'm going to be including. They are West. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry about that. For some strange reason, Camtasia died, so we are getting back into it. Anyways, as I was saying, the 2.03/2.04 is going to be released September 18th-ish, as far as I know, due to a scheduling error with Slytherin/Matrix. Now that that's all sorted, then we have a better plan ahead anyways. That being said, I will take the opportunity to add some more Westfront scenarios, and before the thing crashed, I was saying that these 4 scenarios, potentially 5, were available from the Blitzkrieg Wargame Club, and if you don't go there, please go there, because that is a great place to find a whackload of custom scenarios. This is the club that I'm talking about. I highly recommend this place. This is a fantastic place for everything related to the campaign series. There's a forum, there's millions and millions of scenarios, so if you go to scenarios and you can search the campaign series, it's crazy. There's tons and tons of them. The search feature's not the best. You really have to know what you're looking for or who the author is and things like that, so I wish there was better keyword search in this, but otherwise, if you just go through these scenarios, there's tons and tons and tons of them to take a look at, so that's kind of exciting. Anyways, I am updating, I think it's going to be 5 Westfront scenarios, and they deal with the hypothetical invasion of England, the hypothetical invasion of Malta, a Tobruk multiplayer scenario, a Romulan England type scenario, which is like a land battle in England, and there's one more that is totally escaping me at the moment, and I might take the opportunity to take a look at the other stuff and update them since I have time. I'm trying to get everything done by this Sunday so I can send everything to Matrix so we have a new beta that you guys can test at least until the 18th. That'll give you like 3 weeks to play with it. That's the idea anyways. So this is turning into be a bigger update than I initially anticipated, but that's okay. At least it'll give you some guys this new content. Those new Westfront scenarios, they are designed for head-to-head play, just fair warning. So if you're looking for a play-by-email opponent, this is the place to get it. There are a bunch of guys that still play this game, and this is the best place to track those guys down, for sure. What else? There's an additional mod that was included by Ingomar, as well as I've added some additional new units for the UK, because they were needed for his new scenario, or his replacement scenarios that he's doing. So that's kind of exciting. There's going to be new stuff coming. There's also some new graphics from Troy, which is awesome. Thank you, Troy. For example, the German machine gun has been significantly updated, as well as the UK Vickers machine gun. That's also been changed. It should look really good. I don't know if I have it in. I think I just put it in West Front for now. I have to double check to make sure that it's in East Front too. I don't think it is. I am running the mod, I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is 2.04. And we are in the middle of playing a campaign. Otherwise, my progress for the East Germans for Cold War. I have the unique IDs done for the regiment, the brigade, division, corps, and army file. Those are complete. I'm about 90% done of the battalion file, which is fantastic. And then the longest and hardest one is going to be the company file, because each platoon needs to have a unique ID assigned to it. So I presume that'll take me another week or so. And then the unique ID phase is done, and I can start assigning graphics, weapons, all that fun stuff for the actual platoons. And I'll catch up the East Germans to the other 3 Warsaw Pact nations, that to the extent is how far I got. And after that, I will do them all simultaneously, so when I am done, I can add them all to the alpha and test them to make sure that they're all working. Now, just as an FYI, that will probably take a month or 2 to complete, especially if I have to add new graphics. And I know off the top of my head I have to add probably about 10 new graphics for the East Germans, which isn't terrible considering. I will conduct a poll probably in a couple weeks' time, that I will show an example and ask if you would be interested in seeing some small markers, like we can see on this Stug. There's a Balkan cross there, right? You can well, I can see it. I don't know how well it's coming across, but it is there. So I'm thinking of adding, even on this truck, you can see the Balkan cross, kind of a thing. There's nothing on that. But on this, you can totally see it on the door, and this you can see it on the side armor. I will probably consider adding some small visual cues to mostly the APCs, IFVs, and tanks for the various nations. Of course, you'll have the bases, so you'll be able to tell who is who. But I think if you're going to play without the bases, for example, if we turn them off, it might be nice to be able to tell if you're fighting against the Poles, if you're fighting against the East Germans or the Czechs or the Soviets. So I'll show some examples of what that would look like, and then I'll leave that poll open to yes or no. Do I waste my time doing this, or are you okay with having generic Warsaw Pact, air quotes, vehicles? I always play with the bases on because my eyesight's not that great, and I like to be able to see where everything is. Call me crazy. We are in the midst of a battle here. What else is going on? Nick sent over a new map. We'll take a look at it or updated map for the stuff that he's working on for Cold War. We'll take a look at it on Sunday just to have a peek. And then I think what we'll do is when I finish the Warsaw Pact nations, maybe we'll spend part of a Sunday session, and take a look at the order of battles that were created, as well as what they look like on the map, just so you can see some visual differences. That might even take up a whole session, just for the simple reason that it's massive. They're very massive and detailed order of battles. The flip side to that, before we get there, after I finish assigning the graphics and weapons files and all that fun stuff, I have to make sure that everything works inside the order of battle editor. Odds are good, because that's just how it works. I make mistakes. I'll have to go through and fix some various editors. Because I'm doing all these mostly sequentially, there shouldn't be that many errors, like copy-paste errors or something like that. Because of, as I'm going through doing the unique IDs, I'm pretty diligent in making sure that the effort that I'm putting into making sure that I have the right dates and the correct ID in those particular locations is, I think I've been doing well, and it went well. That process went well for Iran and Iraq when I redid Iraq and rebuilt or built Iran, as well as North Korea. So I'm confident that the things that I do have to fix will probably only take 2 days at the most. Of course, knock on wood or whatever it is, just to make sure that it's going to work okay. And then after that's done, after I know everything works fine, then I'll load them all up for you. We'll probably have a brand new alpha build with everything that's the latest in regards to graphics, to the latest maps that I have. The order battles will be quote-unquote complete from the Warsaw Pact side. Depending on the state of the mapping, I might develop a couple of test scenarios to see how it goes. But don't forget, there's also the UK that I would like to rebuild. I'll leave it up to you guys, actually. You let me know if you want me to rebuild the UK so they're more in line with, for example, the French, and how much effort I put into the French, or in some cases, the Americans. But you'll see when I show you that during that session how detailed the order of battles are for the Warsaw Pact nations. Or if you take a look at the Iraqis or the Iranians, or even the North Koreans, there's a lot of effort went into those to make sure that they're good. It's crazy. The research has been quite fun, though. Absolutely, it's been a lot of fun. Now, so what are we doing here? We are playing the new linked campaign that's going to be available in the 2.0 for update for JTCS. This is a German regiment, motorized regiment, 1941. Basically, our task is to go from the Dnepr River to Smolensk and capture Smolensk. I think we're on the 4th scenario now. I have my troops. It's the 71st Regiment that we have, and I would have to play this again because, damn, I am getting slaughtered. But that's okay. It's still fun. I'm having a lot of fun. We'll take a quick overview about what's going on here. So we do have a column. We're going to try and get everyone mobilized and motorized, because there are no objectives on the map, with the exception of, and this is a massive map, there's some exit objectives over here. There's only one for us, but there's 2 for the Russians. The key for this is that we have to proceed quickly to destroy as many Russians as we can while we're trying to advance towards Smolensk. That's the whole thing. Now, I should... These campaigns are using my old maps for this particular thing, because that's how they're designed. I do have better maps, and you'll see the quality of the better maps when you take a look at the 2 key scenarios. One is called... what is it called? Battle of Encirclement, which is the Battle of Roslavel in 41. And then the second one is Yelna, held by any other name, ... Those have the latest renditions of the Eastern Front maps that I've been working on. There's a massive map. I think it's like 400 or 500 by 500 or something like that. Anyways, they're massively huge. They use those 2 scenarios will use part of that map. And the maps themselves are huge. I think they're 150 by 150, both of them, if not larger. I am playing by emailing both of those with Tim. We're going to swap sides here for Roslavel here pretty soon with the new map. So that's going to be a whole new challenge. Absolutely a whole new challenge. Because we played on this original map, which is not as complicated. Unfortunately, the new maps are significantly more complicated because I had better source material when I built those updates. These maps here were built 2001 is my guess, so they're 20 plus years old, obviously. So they're not. I didn't have access to the same resources as are available now. Still, the scenarios, as you've seen, are very difficult. for me, they're quite difficult. I'm getting butchered. Although, the part of that's my own fault, because one, I'm not using my smoke as I should be. And two, I'm being a lot less cautious as I normally would be, for the simple reason that I don't want a turn to take an hour, right? So I want to have this thing playing as much as we can, so it's more interesting, I guess. Maybe that's the wrong thought. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. So, that being said, I now have a whole bunch of empty trucks, or a surplus of trucks, for the simple reason that a lot of my infantry has been slaughtered. I wish I could show you the current strength of my units. No, I won't. I don't think I can show the campaign set of units. No, but we can show that after, and man, we are butchered. Something fierce. Alright, here we are. We are on turn 4 of 32. We have a long ways to go. I'm going to bait as much as I can, because we have a very sore infantry regiment. And my core unit is the only one that I have. There's another unit on the map down here, but they're all fixed, so I can't do anything with them. They're protecting my flank as we advance. On the bright side, we have very high morale units. They're all 8. The bad side is that, look at this. This one is down to 1 strength point. That is horrible. As they're moving, let's continue. So I was thinking for, and let me know what you guys think about this. For the 60s, I was thinking about 2 potential opportunities for the Cold War going hot in Europe. One being obviously Cuba. For some reason, I haven't decided what yet, or what the rationale would be. The Soviets would attack based on the events that are happening at Cuba. Say maybe the Americans had invaded Cuba or something like that, or things were getting bad. Oh, look at that. They are no longer ambushing me. That means we can run them down. The other thing is I think it was the Czech Rebellion in 68. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can go with that. One would be more localized fighting against Czechs against the Soviets. There could be another one where it could be, even though historically the East Germans didn't go into Czechoslovakia, it could be that an element does go inside, and there was some really negative attitudes towards that, and so the Czech units would be engaging those East German units. On another realm, it could be so many different storylines that we could do here. So I'm also open to ideas if you have them to follow through with those. Another idea would be army elements of the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia have decided to stand and fight, and even though it was NATO's position not to get involved, it could be the special forces operation or something like that, where the special forces get either flown in or by helicopter or something like that to provide some additional support for the obviously this would be something that would be closer to the border, which is another reason why I'm hoping that Nick is going to extend into that Czech area for sure, just for we have these options, right? I don't know. What do you guys think of these ideas? Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? I think they'd be interesting. There's a lot of different potential for those type of things, for different scenarios. The 40s, I've pretty much done the ideas behind them. The 50s is pretty much the same for what I want to focus on, at least for 53. I haven't decided if I'm going to do something else for later in the 50s, but we'll have to see. The 70s I haven't thought about yet. There are ideas. For example, Suez triggers something, could be, and then a limited wars is started. What else? There's other things that I would have to think about. I haven't really done a lot of research in the 70s yet, but that would be one thing. I think there was also a larger reforger operation that happened, which could have triggered something. But I know that was in 83 for sure. So that would be one for that. But for the 70s, I'm open to ideas. So if you have ideas, let me know what you think. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Sugar. I'm hoping, or was hoping, clear that road. There we go. That's what I want. That's exactly what I needed to happen. Aha. We do have enough action points to fire, so let's do that. Perfect. So we have line of sight to here now. I was hoping to get over the hill here, but... Hey, Tim, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well today. So I am worried that we're going to get smoked. Oh no, I hope you're okay. Oh, look at that. We have like a full company of infantry. That's amazing. Doctor on the call didn't like my number, same old stuff. Oh yeah, no, fair enough. Sorry for that. So our plan here is to advance as far as we can with the Stugs to hopefully soak up any hits, see what's there. Obviously, there's going to be some issues because there's probably going to be ambushes in these woods. But once we get out to the open, we're pretty pretty clear. The big thing that we need to do is leapfrog our infantry as quickly as we can to drive all the way across the frickin' map. So I am hoping on and off like 6 to... Oh wow, that's crazy. I am hoping that we'll be able to do that. Ground condition is good. It's normal, which is super handy. Still fastest on the roads, though, obviously. And we have all these empty trucks coming up behind us, so I will be loading all my units as I can. Bada boom. Bada boom. Do I have any fives? I don't, so it doesn't even matter. Gonna move these guys down, and then we'll get trucks paired up with them. Oh, I double-clicked by accident. Shit. What does that mean? That was a load and unload all of a sudden. Bada boom. Oh, fire truck. So there's a 1 SP truck here, which means I can carry that 1 SP infantry, which is right there. Hallelujah. Now all these guys are stuck, so we just need to advance. That's kind of sad how much spare trucks I have compared to the infantry. Yeah, it is. It's all fixed. These units are protecting my flank, and I don't believe I'm being... They're not going to be released. They are not. So I'm screwed with my main core unit of the... I can't use any of these guys for bait, unfortunately. We're kind of stuck with this stuff. So, let's see if we get smoked by artillery. Fingers crossed that we don't. Yeah, otherwise they'd be leading the pack for my own safety. So I need to take this thing out. But we'll try it with direct fire first. Because I don't want to use this. I want to advance with this as far as we can. Hopefully maybe to this tree line here. And see what's there. My luck, it'll be an anti-tank gun right there. It's going to smoke me from the rear. I don't have armored cars. Because the armored cars would be super handy. They move really fast. Right now we're basically moving as fast as these thugs can move. It is a good ambush point. I would be all over that. Alright. So, we're just going to blow past that machine gun. Oh, frick. Okay, we have enough to shoot, so let's do it. Got it out of the way. Let's advance with our rifle platoon. We can move twice down the road. Made them run away. That's good. Road is good. Reduce them. That's okay. I'm gonna run. No, can't get there. Can't get there. I'm gonna load up. This is what I mean by leapfrogging. Of course, I could be screwing myself here, so I have to be careful. We shouldn't have line of sight. He shouldn't be able to see me. But if there's something else in these woods, they might be able to see me and take me out. But that's the risk that we're going for here. Okay. So that's as much as that I want to advance there. These guys ready to rock and roll. And we'll load up everyone here. Look at that. 6 trucks for 2 squads. 12 trucks for 2 squads. That's not good. That's not good. know what? We can load these things up again. Get them back on the road. Who doesn't have a truck? You have a truck? You don't have a truck. These are all packs. Aces and eights. Dead man's hand. Oh, don't. Hey, positive vibes, man. Come on. Oh, that's the regimental headquarters. Be a tough one. Oh yeah, for sure. Load you guys up. So that will be one thing that I do with the new scenarios that are the new old scenarios, I guess, is making sure that the trucks match whatever they're carrying. For example, one truck is enough to carry a full squad, which is 2 strength points of infantry. That might not be the case for everything. But generally speaking. The bright side is that we are going to get a lot of points when we get there. Let's just zoom to 2D, because it'll be faster. Full stuff in the front, because that makes more sense. And it's our batteries. Yeah, it's our batteries. Okay, that's it. Fingers crossed. Oh, disrupted. Seriously? We have a morale of 8, so it should recover quickly. Morale plays a very important part in the game for combat and staying power. For example, in our scenario that we have going with the Elna, some of my troops have a morale of 4, which is terrible. But then other ones have a morale of 8, so that's not terrible. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, first things first, did they recover? They did not. Denied. Okay. They're out of the way. We don't care about them now. Seriously? Okay, let's bring up our machine guns. Unload the machine guns. Fire the machine guns. Clear our road. Can I get all the way through? Oh, intriguing. Okay, so what's the blue spot on the stug? What do you mean? This could be bad. This could be very bad. Okay, we're leapfrogging ahead. And just in case we get ambushed. It was the computer. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. Alright, the guns. Infantry. This is really crazy of me to do, but trying to be aggressive. Is that a mistake? Probably. Okay. Oh, roadblock. Damn it. Oh, shy. Just 1 point to get that fire truck. Sugar. Okay, I just need one more empty truck. There it is. Boom. Now we have all our trucks going to be loaded. Making sure that they're under 12. Yeah, you have to be aggressive in this scenario. You have to be. Otherwise, you're just not going to make it to the end, unfortunately. Ah, shit. Sure everything is 12 strength points or less, that way you get the benefits from the road, and that's it. That's all we can do. So this should provide us line of sight down the road. Hopefully there's not too much there in front of us. Let's take a look. Now this is when I wish we had some recon. We don't have any though. So fingers crossed we don't get ambushed. Fingers crossed. Yes! Are you excited to do the reverse of Raw's level there, Tim? See how that goes? I sent you the turns last night, right? Come on, it'll be fun. Just to laugh. Sure. Positive vibes, man. Positive vibes. Just think how much fun you're having with Yelna. It's pretty much the same thing, except you have more infantry. How far are we? Third of the way, I guess. So we're just ahead of schedule, which is okay. I have turn 84, couldn't play it today. Yeah, no, all good. All good. You have Yelna too, right? If you don't send them today, I'm going to play Hell's Highway, because I finally got that turn. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'll be playing it tonight. Which is exciting. Because it's been since April since I played it, so I don't remember anything from it. I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to go. Oh, we could have got ambushed. There was something there. Headquarters? 9 headquarters unable to provide supply. 4 artillery units unavailable. We have one unit that has still not recovered morale. Let's continue advancing. Oof, that just screams ambush. So, there is a headquarters there. What do we have? Do I have a machine gun? I do. Fire truck it. So unload, do some shooting. Oh, we got him. Okay, perfect. Since the road is clear, let's just advance. Clear, quote unquote. Do some more shooting. Damn it. Come on. That's okay. So, these guys are still disrupted, but if we put them in the trucks... Oh, no. Don't have enough action points. I have to wait. Disrupted units take 100 points. move you out of the way then. You're just going to be annoying. What is that we're kind of moving? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2.5 kilometers every turn, which isn't terrible. Wondering, I thought, did I not have more trucks? But I do. I think you have yellow. Yeah, turn 28. Yeah, that's right. That scenario is driving me insane. It makes me so nervous. Because there's so much to do. So, what? If you're ever going to play Yelna as the Soviets, you can just sit there and let the Russians come to you, or the Germans come to you, or you could try to attack and throw off your opponent. This looks like another good ambush site, the crossroads, don't you think? Keeping an eye out, make sure that we're not going to get smoked by anything. I'm curious to know, as we go further east, if we're going to run into artillery, because that will be the death of us. If they can spot us in our column, we're screwed. I wish I had some armored cars. Man, I wish I had armored cars. The other reason why we want to do this fast is because we want to run down as many Russians as we can, right? Because that's extra points. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's extra points for us. So far, they've taken the losses, not us. I'm okay with that. Get him! Nice! Hear the Russians moving. Maybe back to defend the exit hex. I think they're all heading towards that, because they have their own exit hexes, right? So if we can stop them from going to those exit hexes, then that's a good thing. We won't know what the values are for them, but we want to make sure they don't get there before we do. And I don't think they're there. No, they're not there yet. We did gain another kill though, so we did gain some more points. Obviously we need a lot of points, but we have all the trucks and artillery and all that, headquarters and stuff, so we should be able to get most of it across, assuming we don't end up in a massive battle. So let's zoom in. point on a headquarters. 1 strength point. So it costs us 25 points to unload. Ah, just shy to shoot. Shit. Let's bring our machine gun up. And then that'll be ready for our next adventure. So again, I'm keeping everything under 12 strength points. That's 6, 4, and 2 is 12. Then we get the most benefit from the road. Let's turn off the labels. We don't need to see the labels. I will try and move some machine guns up to the front. Oh, shit, I didn't want to do that. Okay, you guys can see. Damn. I am moving. Just going to town. They're undisrupted now. It helped putting them into a town. For this scenario, it's forced though, because look at that, we're almost a third of the way through, and we're just barely a third of the way through the map. Barely. But I think everyone now is at least mobile. See, I can do it. I can do it. Okay. Let's see how bad this is going to be. Let's zoom in and turn. We're hoping that they don't get the other side of the tree line. Yeah, when I designed this scenario, I tried to design it with, or not this scenario, but the whole campaign, where each scenario is kind of doing something a little bit different, where you have different tactical lessons. And this one, as you noticed, is being bold, being aggressive. I still think we're going to run into stuff here, because that's a logical place. Oh yeah, for sure. Man, if we had recon reveal and recon vehicles here, I'd be like smoking this whole road to make sure that there's nothing gonna ambush me. That'll be one of the cool things about the new games, is that the whole recon reveal abilities. It'll be awesome. Shoot him. Oh. Ah, damn it. I knew they get to the other side of the trees. That's so annoying. So we'll have to do what we did before. Move up. Soak any fire. There are none, so let's load up you guys. We can't see them because of the trees, but there is another full platoon back here. Let's grab one. Drive it up. Load. Take a shot. Kill it. And then advance with our guns. Let's go. Oh, another machine gun. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm just going to move these trucks off the road so that that's 6 strength points. That's double what it should be for these trucks. But we want to advance with our stuff. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Unload. That's crazy aggressive. But we have secured that intersection. That's good. I'm going to bring these machine guns all the way up to the front as well. Our machine gun is our best unit for standoff firing. Now these things are probably going to run away, so we're not going to unload there. Hopefully we don't get shot at. Okay. Okay, good luck. Oh man, we're getting there. Let's see, can we get another hit? Oh, we got it. Okay. So next turn we can load that up and just continue driving. There's no sense hanging around. Those other guys are going to be lost out in the middle of nowhere. These are our artillery pieces plus anti-tank guns and artillery. And empty trucks. Each one of these empty trucks is a whole platoon that we've lost so far, which is kind of crappy, but that's okay. Alright, and the turn, see what happens. Oh, it stood twice. That's interesting. Doesn't have any more shots. good to know. How are we doing? Let's take a look. We're over halfway. Or at halfway, I guess. That makes me wonder if we're going to run into some major fighting here. So, the nice thing is, also with a new version that is coming out in a handful of years after Cold War, is that these link campaigns, I'll be able to script what the AI does. Also, you'll have more options in the sense of, how do I want to lay my stuff out? What, do I get support? If so, what kind of support do I get? That kind of thing, which is kind of exciting. Oh, what's that? Another machine gun. Frick. Oh, and infantry. Oh, more machine guns. Here, I was just thinking, we're doing really good time, but no, now we just got delayed. So keep in mind, those are the slowest moving things, right? The machine guns, they only move a couple hexes or 3 hexes per turn, whereas the infantry can move significantly more and faster. Alright, let's see what we can do here. First things first, let's load you guys up. Let's shoot that gun. Got it off the road, so that's good. I guess I'm not going to be able to get past that, so let's just do a shot. Reduced it by 1. I'm going to move these guys off the road. Oh. Okay, so we reduced both of those. Let's unload this. Do a shot at that. No, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's not the end of the world. Let's unload there. Do we have a shot? I do have a shot. Okay, let's do that shot there. Damn it. Gosh darn it, eh? So at this interchange, what are our options? I could run the risk of going down that way with some of the trucks. Do I want to risk it, though? No. I'm going to move these trucks back. These trucks back. These trucks back. Load you guys up. Get back on the road. Okay, there we go. Well, we didn't get that far that time, unfortunately. So above all, what I need to do is clear the road. And that's what I hope this machine gun's going to do. But what else I can do is bypass this, go just directly around it, leave that for the infantry, or for this infantry to deal with. One gun, I think there was two there. Go. 6 headquarters. Unable to provide supply. Let's use this machine gun. Fingers crossed. Okay, well that's something. So what we can do is advance. On the road. Oh, damn it. So that gives us line of sight to what's behind us. That's not what I wanted to do. Since the roads are decent. Ah, we got it. Okay. This could be a huge mistake going up here. But while we're dealing with that, we can move these trucks. So we'll continue to do that. I'd rather move my trucks more than 1 kilometer. Oh, shit. Too far. I went too far. how bad this is going to be. Oh, there's wagons. Empty wagons, but wagons. Obviously, you want to make decisions like this based on the ground conditions. If the ground conditions are too soft, it'll be more beneficial to stick to the main roads. But if they're muddy, it might be more beneficial to go off-road. It depends on the vehicles that you have, because sometimes the dirt roads, they are terrible on your vehicles. But it's dry, I think. Oh, there's something loaded in that. Oh, we can chase that down. That's okay. Mortars. A mortar. Infantry. More infantry. That will be something that I have to be concerned about, depending on how slowly we get stuck. But if they're over here, they're too far away to shoot at, so that's a good thing for us. That is a threat for us, though, unfortunately. So, I am going to deal with that. Perfect. And then we'll continue advancing. Our trucks will also continue advancing. Fire these machine guns before our trucks get shot at. Damn. So that didn't work out as planned. What do we have in here? Don't need the mortars, but we can just drive right up there and unload. And shoot. And miss. Take the trucks out. That's more infantry. Unload. I do have a shot. And miss. What? Okay. You know what? Let's unload. There we go. You guys can load up. We're just going to advance on this flank. Yeah, no worries. Welcome back. So anyways, what I was saying while you were gone is that with the new linked campaigns that are coming, besides the whole recon thing, that'll be a really cool thing. they can be scripted so that they're far more interesting. So, for example, I could have the Russians creating ambush sites in various locations, depending on a die roll. I could have it so that you pick and choose what kind of reinforcements that you want to have for a particular scenario, besides your core unit. I could give you a decision, say turn 1, there's nothing on the board, but I give you a decision, okay, where do you want, what area would you like your root units to start in, or something like that. Lots of little things. The only problem with that is that I'd have to have different... Oh, I wonder if I can do that. I think I could do that. But duplicate IDs, I don't know. Yeah, based on your choice, you could say I would like them in the north, south, or, you know, whatever. And then the reinforcements would be reset to each of those coordinates, which could be kind of cool. Okay, I think that's it. So again, we're continuing to be aggressive. We moved off the road while we're clearing out these machine guns. Let's see how this goes. I presume the artillery is in wagons or something like that, then it's headed towards the rear to get the points off. Because, like me, they want to get their stuff off the map. Let's take a look. Which they haven't yet, but we did kill some more stuff, so that's good. That'll be really big points if I can get it. Absolutely. There are units that are coming this way towards their objective. That means that as my troops get closer, I need to make sure that it's secure, as well as deny them access. I mean, if they can get their artillery out, if they get their artillery out, then I'm having a bad day. But that's one of the advantages of scripting, is that with scripting I can do that. Top down. You guys can do some shooting. That was a good shot. A good shot. You guys can load up. You guys can load up. You guys can load up. I'm going to unload them there, because that's a good position for the machine gun to take out those random things. And now this road is clear, mostly, or will be. Ah, fire truck, I misclicked. Okay, how far are we? Our advanced elements are there. Oh, we're not that far. We're not that far at all. Okay, that's good. Although we are halfway through the scenario already. Oh shit, they do have artillery. Oh man, that's not good news. That's not good news. Yeah, really lucky. Like, what are the odds? The whole entire column. And he picked the one spot. Damn. Oh. Crowded up too, yeah. I was not expecting that. I haven't heard any tanks, though. That's good news. That could have been really bad for my core unit, yes. Really, really bad. So I'm wondering what would have spotted that. The headquarters. And this... No, yeah, the headquarters would have spotted it. So I need to kill that. Oh! Anti-tank on the buggers. See, this is something else that I should do. It's their crappy fort. Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's so bad. As you noticed, I tried killing your stuff. Didn't even think about it. It's like, hey, look at me, kill me. Because that's all it's good for. We need to kill that, because that's line of sight. You need to die. You did die. You died. Okay. Well, that was good. Now, in order to avoid artillery, I need to move my units and disperse them. it doesn't matter because he was here. He's going to target this area. I don't know how many guns he has, but there's also going to be targeting on this road. But right now, he doesn't have anything to see it, so it doesn't matter where I am. It's going to land up to 2 hexes away. The only advantage that I have, apart from dispersing my stuff, is that it is attacking at a reduced rate. So that's the only bonus right now that I have, is that, one, he can't see what's going to land, so it's reduced. And it doesn't matter if I'm on the road or not, because he can't see the road anyway. So that means it's going to drift either on the road or off the road. It doesn't even matter. Up to 2 hexes. If he still had line of sight, then that'd be a different story, but he doesn't. So I'm keeping everything below 12 strength points because that's the magic number. Nope, I'd see it. With the amount of units that I have on here, yeah, I'd see it. Because that's how the LOS check works. If you have a lot of units, you're going to spot whatever's there regardless. In the new games, it doesn't work like that. But in these old ones, that's how it works. I'll leave the rest of the vehicles back there because they weren't spotted. This is the main threat. We're going to see if we can get towards this thing and see if there's something there. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed we don't die. You know what? Let's bring this guy up. Get some machine guns up here. Just in case. Okay, here we go. See what happens. That's where both those units were. Just saying. Just saying. We didn't spot. Oh, there is a machine gun there. The buggers. Got lucky. There's only one gun. We've determined that so far. Let's see. Status victory. Oh, we've killed stuff, but they haven't gone off the map yet. So that means this thing has line of sight, or did have line of sight. It could have plotted artillery on this road, so I have to be careful with that. And we know now that that machine gun is here, which is a pain, but I might be able to drive up there and shoot it once. It means our guns back here are useless, so we can reload them. Get these guys loaded up again, and continue pushing our way. Yeah, totally. That is another ambush point. 100%. All we know right now is that there's a machine gun in there. Right there. Right here. Alright. Let's go chase down that gun. It is an ambush site. Damn it. First off, let's see if that machine gun is there. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a definite ambush site. The buggers. Okay. Let's load up. Let's load up. Let's come closer. Let's grab you guys. Oh, man. Everyone on the road. You guys can load up. They only moved a couple clicks, but still that's better than no movement at all. We're halfway through the scenario now. We did run into an ambush. I don't have any artillery that's unloaded, so let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Oh, we lost one. Oh, there's more guns. That's the shits. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. 152's firing once. That's not good. So there are 2 batteries maybe. So I think they both wasted all their shots, which is good for us. We can move in there with that machine gun. With both these machine guns? Oh, that's infantry. Damn it. I need to clear the road so this can punch through, so we can see what's on the other side. There must be a lot of stuff that we're going to run into. Yeah, for sure. It'd be even worse if there was like a swamp here or something like that. That would suck, because then I'm forced to go through this. Okay, so let's bring in our machine gun. Unload. We have a shot. Ah, didn't do it. There we go. That's what I needed to happen. Okay. Oh, shit. Now, this thing has line of sight. Let's go up north. So I know there's a machine gun platoon here. Machine gun platoon there. I'm gonna risk. How scary is that? Ah! Shit. Be aggressive. I do love forest fighting. It's the best. But I'm weird. Okay. All this stuff, I'm just going to leave right there for this turn because there's artillery. I need to be able to identify where it is and not get smoked again. These things are going to go around the north, hopefully to stay out of artillery range. These things might get smoked, but that should be the only thing that gets smoked. Let's see. So this is what you see when you just have transport, is question marks. Can't identify it, but you know there's something there. And obviously we know there's a machine gun there. Oh, there's defensive position up there. That's one thing I don't like about this game, is that you can always tell where the defensive positions are before you get there. It drives me crazy. But we fixed that in the new versions, obviously. Oh, there's that machine gun. So that's the one that was there. This one's still here because it fired. This is clear now. Yeah, this probably is empty now. They're probably all heading towards the objective, which is not that far away. It's right there. Let's see as we get closer with our thugs. Oh, they started no, that's us. We took a loss. Damn it. Oh no. No, they are removing stuff. Because look. They've already removed stuff. Ah, so it's a race. It is definitely a race. Okay, so here we're gonna protect our flank. I know there's something there. If we had the new games, I'd be able to shoot at that with because we could fire into hexes. regardless if we see them or not. Otherwise, there we go. That cleaned that up. We can load these guys back up. There's a anti-tank gun there. Oh shit, there's another one there. Okay, so they're not empty. Okay. We're gonna get smoked with artillery here. Oh, fuck. What I need to do is bring up my artillery. There's a gun. Oh man. There's a gun. Ah, there's the guns. So we need to bring up all of our guns. Up to the front. And I think we have a battalion. A battalion of guns, I think. Let's highlight the organization. Make sure that the proper headquarters are doing their things. So we can start pounding this and pushing through. That looks... Let's hit that, just because we can. Okay. That's it. Here comes the pain. One more. No, no. Shoot back. Thank you. Okay, that clears this. So that ambush site is good. Anti-tank gun there. Fucking machine gun there is brutal. Another anti-tank gun. Here. Somewhere in here. I think what I'm going to do is not care with the Stug and just punt through this open area to see what's back here. And leave this initial infantry to deal with that so we can just push on through. Man, next session is going to be insane. basically 13 turns. Oh, there's another frickin' anti-tank on there. What do we have for line of sight? Well, we can see the road now. And I think we're too far away from anything there to kill us, which is good. But we have to now advance. Freaking hell. We'll hit this on the flank. Oh, we spotted the gun now. Aha! See if we can take out this gun. No, reduced it by 1. That's too far away. That's too far away. Again, I'm just going to move these trucks just out of the way. Grab our artillery. We'll just set up back here. I mean, I could even go this way, but let's just not risk it. No one can see that. We can go there. You guys can go there. Okay, zoom in. That got reduced. There's still a couple more guns up there. Let's end the turn. Shit. There we go. Jesus. There's wagons. Ah, I wish I could see what's inside. I'm gonna frickin' kill it though. That's what thugs are That's what thugs are for. Yeah, no, this is a problem. This is a problem. That's a problem too. Shit. took some more losses. And they removed some more stuff. Buggers. Ah, we can't see that anymore. Okay, so we're going to town. Shit. Well, I did not expect that. There's that machine gun. Damn it. Secure this flank. Made them run away. That's good. Okay, where are our guns? Bada boom. Bada boom. Grab the artillery. Dialogue. Grab our guns. There. 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 Man. Okay, you know what? I think we're at 2 hours. I'm gonna leave it there and come back to this next week. Man, I'm so excited. We got through a good portion of this, which is kind of exciting. But we still have this last part is going to be the hard part, considering they're already removing stuff and I have to get in there. So we're trying to get this stug. So here's our plan. Try and get this stug towards the rear to see if there's any more ambush sites. Make sure that it's at least pounding whatever those ambush sites are going to be, while this first group of infantry and artillery deals with this ambush site. So we can just take all of our stuff and push it down the road as quickly as we can. Because if you look carefully, we only have 12 turns. So we need to deal with this in no longer than 4 turns in order to make it all the way to the back. Assuming it's clear. I don't think it's going to be, because we already saw loaded wagons down here. These damn guns, that's not good. Exciting. This has turned into an exciting adventure. Let's move these things closer, because I will forget next time. Thanks for tuning in, Tim, and thanks for the interaction. That always makes it so much better, the conversation and questions and stuff like that. So thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Thanks to those that are watching this on YouTube later on. If you've made it this far, please consider giving it a like and subscribe. It really does help. I do appreciate everything that you do. Thank you to the Patreons. Thank you to the donators. Thank you to those that offer their time to help out, to playtest, to just make my life a lot easier. Because as you see, this is a lot of work to develop. I will be back on Sunday. We shall be continuing with the Dien Bien Phu set of scenarios by David Galster. I think we're in the second one now. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be a little more difficult than the last one, but I think what we were doing is preparing to assault a major fortification, which is kind of fun because I don't think I've done that in a long time anyways. So that'll be fun. Alright, on that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.